Hi Scorpio, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net, and I'm doing a monthly reading for April 2017. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well. Six of Wands, the Victory card comes out right on top. Beautiful. The Fool, the Hermit, the Emperor. I'm not surprised that came out. I was meditating and I kept seeing like either a king or the emperor or the Hierophant, one of those cards in my head. Okay. Nice cards here. So at the bottom of the deck is the moon. So this could mean that some more significant things could happen around the full moon or the new moon this month. Or it's also about that your emotions will be something that is driving your thoughts or a significant influence factor throughout the month of April. I mean, you are a water sign, but this could just mean that you're trying to get in touch with how you feel about a situation or something along those lines. So let's jump into the cards and see what we have. You have three very good fire cards or wands cards. Oh no, I'm lying. You have one, and these are both cups cards. Ignore me. They're still good cards. So you start out April. I mean, these don't necessarily go in chronologic order, but somewhat I'm going to read them that way as sort of a story, if you will. With the victory card, accolades, being recognized in some way. So this could play out in the real world, as in you get a promotion, you're recognized at a staff meeting, you get your name in the company newsletter or local paper, you get a promotion or raise, you're asked to be on the board of something, people are seeking out your advice because they recognize you as having specific expertise in some sort of area, in something, which it could be anything from parenting to an actual job to gardening. Could be whatever you have a particular interest and expertise in. But a deeper meaning for me for this card is to really count your wins, and we forget to do that often. Most of the time, a lot of the time, our accomplishments are more internal, and that, okay, I got through that meeting with my mother or stepmother or uncle or whatever, someone that usually triggers me, that I have a really difficult time with, and I didn't let it sort of throw my emotions off and sort of ruin my whole day, and I'm not stewing over it. I handled it well. I let go of it, even if they pulled their same old crap and tried to get me, or that we got stuck in I handled that well. I handled that successfully. I maybe didn't lose any weight this week if you're trying to lose weight, but I maintained and I worked out all the days I wanted to work out. And it could be anything, I started thinking negatively, and I stopped myself. We need to start recognizing all these little accomplishments. They don't have to be big, grandiose things. And having that appreciation for ourselves, and it's going to build confidence, and we're going to be happier. And it's just gratitude. And the kinder we are to ourselves, I think the kinder the world will be. So count your wins, no matter how small or insignificant maybe anyone else may think they are. make sure you're giving yourself credit where credit's due. Then the Fool. I feel a freedom for you guys that you're just letting go of a lot. It's like that spring cleaning type feeling, decluttering, getting rid of excess baggage, not carrying other people's baggage, and maybe that's part of your accomplishment. If you think about the traditional Fool card, it's like a hobo with a stick and just a handkerchief with just a few things on their back, and they're setting off on an adventure, on a journey. They're heading somewhere. They may not even know exactly where, but they're heading off. They're starting fresh with a light load, and they've taken that first step towards a new path, a new way, a new life. And so I think one of the most important parts of the Fool that I had really neglected for many years is the light baggage that they carry. They don't burden themselves and weigh themselves down with things they don't need to carry with them. So lighten your load. What truly are your responsibilities? And allow yourself, unburden yourself of those things you don't need to continue to carry with you. It's easy to carry wisdom and things like that, but to carry guilt or regret or anger, that's very burdensome and really weighs your energy down. So you want to lighten your load metaphorically and literally, so that you can move forward fresh and light and happy, I guess, comes to mind. There's a lot of inner work you've done to get to this point. You may even want to go on a little retreat. Give yourself some time to ponder that. What do I need to let go of? What am I hanging on to? How can I declutter my life? How can I've been on a purge personally. I'm not a super neat person. I'm very organized. I know where everything is, but if someone had OCD and walked into my house, they would just probably have a faint. They'd faint. But all of a sudden, I'm just like gotten in this energy, this motivation to declutter. And again, my house is not spotless or perfect, but I've really cleaned out the junk. I've made sure I've opened my blinds every day and let the air come. And I feel a difference in the energy. I'm being won over to becoming a neater person. I feel lighter. I feel better. The atmosphere does feel better in my house. So again, use that as a potential metaphor for what's in our brains. What are we cluttering our minds with? What worries, what unnecessary, in the grand scheme of things are we cluttering up our brains and our emotions and our worries and our fears that don't serve any purpose but to weigh us down? And the Emperor says, be a leader in your own life. You are in charge of your life. You make the decisions. Now, you think about any sort of leader, they need to make decisions and they need to make plans. And with all the people they're in charge of, ruling, working for, I like to think of it, I think any leader actually really should be working for the people. It's not about them. They need to make decisions based on what's best for everyone. And in that situation, you can't make everyone happy. You can't. It would be almost impossible. But they have to really take everyone's concerns into consideration and then make a decision. So when you're making decisions in your life, it's very important to remember that you, though, in your life, you're the one that has to live with the consequences of your decisions. So if in the past, perhaps you've been making decisions based on what your parents want, we get these ideas of what we're supposed to be, and we put ourselves in our own box of, this is who I'm this, 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 this. And I'm going to do this, 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 and this is what's expected of me. This is what I think. And we even carry these predetermined specifications of who we are that are not necessarily requirements we need to bring forward. This is another place to declutter. You can be, every day is a fresh day to be whoever you want. Every single day, every moment, every choice. And the thing is, though, the decisions you make, regardless of who you're trying to please, you're the one that has to live with the consequences. So make sure they're consequences you can live with down the road, even if they don't make everyone happy, because you can't make everyone happy, but you sure as hell better be making yourself happy and doing what's best for your higher purpose, your greater good for the long term. And I love horses, so I love this card with the horses on it, the Three of Cups. Cups are emotions. You're a suit of water. And the Three of Cups is about, it's a light, again, a light card, this lightness, lightening yourself through this month of just enjoying life, enjoying friends, enjoying the simpler things, going out, getting out. If you're single or dating or looking, definitely accept invitations, but keep it light. That's what this is saying. Keep it light. Don't date who you think people think you should date. Date who interests you. Okay? And just take it light. Go out. Go for coffee. Go for a walk. Go see if you connect, but keep it light. Don't bring all these expectations. Try not to worry, oh, what if I don't like him? What if I do like him? Can I deal with the relationship? What if I don't? This person I'm dating, or somehow I feel obligated to them. Be careful of all of those types of really heavy expectations and sort of tying yourself to things that you don't need to be tied to. And you end here with this, and I have to remember in this deck, if I believe this is the Page of Cups. And it's an offer. It's a new beginning in emotions. It's a fresh, young energy. A light. Think about younger people. They have much less baggage. They have they have more freedom. They have more limitless possibilities. You know, they look at life like, where am I going to go? Look at all these opportunities. They don't go, oh, well, I'm 46 and this is where I live and this is the job I have and nothing's going to change and I'll probably, there's none of that, like things are set in stone. So use that energy. Nothing until we're in the ground, nothing has to be set in stone. And I'm not saying, of course, we don't have responsibilities. I mean, I have a child and a mortgage and it's not that, again, I'm not going to consider that. But I'm not going to use it as an excuse to stay stagnant and not live my life. I'm just going to leave it there. This was a really beautiful reading, and I hope that energy translated through to you guys. I hope you have a wonderful month. Thank you for watching.